Maybe you struggle with this same issue and need a few tips or reasons on why sewing now and wearing later will benefit you. If so, stay tuned because I'm going to share with you 7 reasons why I feel sewing now and wearing later will benefit me. I have a problem with making all of these garments and then not wearing them. So for 2025, I'm approaching it a little differently. It's what I'm calling sew now, wear later. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tequila B with TruLuv Designz, and I discuss everything sewing, fashion, and DIY. So I came up with this plan because there's one pattern that I really love, and I've made several of this pattern and I'm really enjoying wearing it. Now in the past, I've made items out of season when it wasn't time to wear such items, and then when that season comes around, like I've completely forgotten about it, or my passion for it has changed, or I'm just on to the next new pattern, you know? So I came up with 7 reasons why sewing now and wearing later should benefit me in 2025. Now let's jump in. So number 1, maximize wear time. Sewing early will allow me to wear my garments longer and across multiple seasons. So sewing in this way, like say for instance, now it's winter. So what I plan to do is sew for like the next season or 2 seasons ahead of time. So like spring and summer are next, and really those garments can kind of go hand in hand. So, well, depending on where you live. But for me, I'm in Texas, so summer and spring kind of run together. So right now, instead of sewing for the current season that I'm in, I am going to sew for the seasons ahead. And of course, there'll be some exceptions like special occasions and things that come up like that. Number 2 is better time management. Sewing ahead will keep me from that last minute rushing to sew in the season that I'm in. Like normally, I would be sewing now like winter items, things to keep me warm and cozy. But by the time I finish sewing this garment and I'm ready to wear it, like the season is almost gone, or I don't get to wear it at all, or only wear it one time. And that is just so true to what has been happening. Yeah, it's like so true. And then of course, you know, life happens, so things come up. Not only do unexpected things come up, but sometimes we just have the tendency to lose our sojo, or we just procrastinate, or certain sewing projects really take us much longer than it really should. So sewing ahead should help me with this. Number 3, improved planning. So this will really allow for thoughtful design options and cohesive wardrobe planning. If I start now, I can really think about the things that I want to wear in this season or the patterns that I want to make, and I can plan accordingly to sew those garments. And that also ties back into number 2, where sewing for the current season, sometimes we can block ourselves creatively trying to crash sew for like right now, to where like you have so many pattern options, so many you want to sew, to the point where there's so many options you don't know what to pick, or you don't pick anything. So this will allow for more careful planning and an easier, more relaxed thought process. Number 4, seasonal sales advantage. This will allow me to buy seasonal fabric and patterns before they become in high demand. Kind of like the stores do when they're swapping out their inventory, like when summer is about to turn into fall. They're putting out their fall items and they're putting their summer items like swimsuits and things on sale and on clearance because they want to get rid of this inventory so they can put more of the new inventory out. So buying fabrics that are in season tend to be, you know, regularly priced or a little bit more expensive. When you buy the fabrics out of season as the seasons are changing, you can usually get better deals and discounts on these fabrics and patterns. So this will help you keep your coins in your pocket. Number 5 is layering flexibility. So this will also allow me to create some garments that are versatile, that I can use for layering. That way I can wear them throughout the changing seasons. Things such as cardigans or light sweaters. If you work in an environment where it's always chilly or cold, these things are always in, so you never have to worry about not having something to keep you warm in cooler environments. And for me, so true. I work in the medical field. I'm in the office. It's always cold. I run a heater 365 days of the year. Even in my home, most of the time I have a heater on because I'm always cold. And just sewing some of those great layering pieces would allow me to still like be in my home, and I can put these cozy items on and not burn everybody else up. So look for that, because I'm going to share some of those patterns in a later video, because I plan to make quite a bit of those types of garments in 2025. Number 6, less stress and more creativity. For me, more time means that I can experiment with more techniques and even work on some of my finishes, like French seams. I know how to do French seams, but I don't do them often. So whenever I do get ready to do a French seam, I have to reference something like YouTube or Google it, something like that. But this will allow me to take my time with certain projects and really focus on like perfecting things like French seams. So much so where I don't have to reference any videos in the future to remember how to do the French seam. Now I know how to do it, but sometimes in my mind, I twist myself up. So I just need like a video, a short, quick tutorial to kind of just reassure myself and make sure my thought process is correct. I have some lace fabrics in my stash and I want to use them for sleeves, but because I know I need to perfect that French seam and I was still trying to sew for right now, that I just have been putting it to the side because I feel like I don't have time and it would really slow me up too much. So this will give me ample time to practice, take my time, and get those techniques and finishes down. Number 7, seasonal wardrobe refresh. This will make sure that I always have something new and handmade ready to wear when the season changes. This will ultimately allow me to maximize the wear of my handmade garments. Having garments already prepared for the upcoming seasons will allow me to wear these multiple times in multiple ways, and will keep me excited to wear these items when the time comes. Sewing items out of season, most of the time it just gets thrown in the back of my closet and I forget that I have sewn this for this weather, or my excitement for it has gone. But this way my excitement stays fresh and I will always be like, oh my God, I can't wait to wear this. The weather is changing. Yes, I can wear this now. So I feel in my soul that sewing now and wearing later will really benefit me the most. The garments that I choose to sew will be so much more meaningful, and I will have more confidence in wearing them and be so much more proud of my finished project and will enjoy the process a lot more. Now, I've just shared with you 7 reasons why I feel that sewing now and wearing later will benefit me in my sewing journey on my way to a happy, healthy, handmade wardrobe. Hopefully these 7 tips and reasons for sewing now and wearing later will help you on your sewing journey. If you've enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on more sewing tips and content like this. I've enjoyed your company today and hope to see you in the next video. Until next time, happy sewing!